Nothing is known about their vulnerability status. Only one genus and 2 species are CITES listed. There has never been a proper monitoring of this trait, and there is very little to no information regarding this trait from China, Japan, or East and Southeast Asian countries, as well as Africa and Latin America. There is some data for the US and for Europe. The need to monitor this century-old trait becomes more and more apparent also in discussions that were held at this conference. I wrote my doctoral thesis on the marine ornamental fish trait. My scientific research focused on Europe, including my home country, Switzerland. Looking through my data specifically for the Caribbean, every year from 2014 to 2017, around 120,000 marine ornamental fishes were exported to Europe, or 480,000 over 4 years. These are not high numbers, and I would hope that they truly reflect what is exported to Europe. But what about other countries that import marine ornamental fishes from the Caribbean? We don't know. The Southwest Caribbean is one of the most biodiverse regions of the entire Western Hemisphere. Without cross-border environmental cooperation, the Caribbean could turn into a great pool of water and salt in the next 10 years, meaning an unprecedented environmental collapse. What role does the marine ornamental trait play? It remains unknown. The following questions arise. What is the extent of this trait in the Caribbean? Worldwide, it has been estimated to be 15 to 30 million or up to 150 million marine ornamental fishes traded every year. And this does not take into account the mortalities. In Europe and the United States, information on live animal imports are collected through a trait database, the Trait Control and Export System in Europe, and the so-called LEMIS in the United States. The issue seems to be attracting attention, which is very good. The European Parliament just published in its resolution of October 5th, 2022, on the EU strategic objectives for this CITES conference that it urges the Commission to adapt the European trade database traces in order to collect and make publicly available accurate information on the species, volume and origin of all marine ornamental fishes in trade, and thus monitor this currently unregulated and often unsustainable trade for which the EU is a major import market. Are there similar databases in the Caribbean or in other Latin American countries as a whole? This is my question. This would provide some more data which I would be very interested to have. Please let me know. Send me an email or come talk to me, and I hope you have received a fact sheet which explains a bit more in more detail what the questions are that we should address. Thank you very much for your attention and your participation.